in late January when I got a call from, Minister Puccini's office. And it was David saying that we were, the program that we had applied for funding for, was going to be funded. So here we are. The program's designed to run 30 participants through a series of learning exercises that will introduce them to the basics of interior finishing on the construction of houses. And in particular, the people that work through this program will get to know about a net zero build and the importance of the building envelope. The training is broken into 3 parts. Virtual online training that includes industry-specific certifications like first aid, fall arrest, and that will be about 20 days spread out over the program. There will also be about 20 days of hands-on training here on our Habitat Built site. This training is completed over 6 weeks, then leads to some genuine work experience through a local employer within the home construction industry. And we have a couple of our home construction industry friends here today. Support for the worker will be available to the participant for the first 2 weeks of the placement. Contributing to support this project. A longtime supporter at Habitat and no stranger to a Habitat event, David.
Thank you.
Woo!
Oh yeah, thank you. Kathy. Thanks very much everyone for being here today. It's really exciting for me as Labour Minister to see a program I so fundamentally, with every bone in my body, believe in, at work in my own community that I'm from, that I live in, that I grow up in, that I spend my time in. And I want to just start by saying a special thank you. To Habitat and to Kathy and the board, TJ and the team. I'm so impressed. I'm a big fan of Habitat for Humanity and the work we do here. It was just safety. Safety's a big one. As Minister of Labour, we take for granted often the courses offered. We're trying to embed more of them in high school to instill those fundamental skill sets, but many don't have. Working at Heights don't have fundamental, WMIS training, etc. And this will support with that, making people more job ready for today's ever-evolving labor market. What we face is 1 in 3 journey persons are over the age of 55, which means we need more young men and women in the trades. We need people to build Ontario, literally. We take for granted. Somebody built that. Build the infrastructure that we rely on, the hospitals, the schools we so desperately need, and yes, the homes. So the Skills Development Fund has helped to date. Over 600,000 Ontarians have gone through SDF programming, receiving training. It's evolved. What I really like, government's often slow and stagnant. Every round of SDF, we circle back with proponents like Habitat and say, Kathy, what could we do better? We talk to the guys back there and say, did it work for you? Didn't it work for you? After SDF round 3, wage subsidy was one of the ones Carpenters Local 27 advocated for, and we incorporated that in after round 3. But it's so important, and what's really exciting is it engages employers. You mentioned employer partners that are here today, that are working with you, supporting you. You see EC Builders back there, and that's important because these are the entrepreneurs that are the lifeblood of our community. So training a next generation of workers to support that, and those workers will then become entrepreneurs themselves. This weekend, we're about to sign an MOU on Blue Seal Trades to help our next generation run in succession planning to take over the construction companies of tomorrow. So I'm really excited for that. But I'm excited and I'm proud to announce an investment of $665,880 to Habitat for Humanity. You'll hear about another SDF announcement soon, later this month. But I'm just so excited that this is happening in our own community. SDF is, I think, the best fund we have in the government of Ontario. It's nimble, it's quick, it supports people. If you've got an idea and you're training people for skill sets for tomorrow to help them get job ready, we've got a fund. I mean, Ronald Reagan said, be careful for someone who says I'm from government and I'm here to help. But in this fund, I genuinely believe it's nimble, it's quick, it's enabling us to build those resiliency and those critical skill sets and competencies to help people with a better job and a bigger paycheck. And again, I can't thank you all. You make this happen. I'm just proud that we're here when the call is there for support. And so thank you for the work all of you do to support this remarkable organization and the incredible group of youth. I mean, this is our future. And I can't be more thrilled to see people building things, because in Ontario, we need people who build things. So thank you very much again to all of you for this application. Government of Ontario and Premier Ford, we're proud to partner with you. Thank you for having me.
What does this mean to you with the announcement today?
The announcement at least gives the broadcast to the town that what we're building is for affordable homes. As you can see here, it might look like a small project, but 7 units is always 7 times more. Going through the plans, it doesn't involve 1 or 2 individuals. We need a team. We need a large team to build these homes. Something as simple as fire separation throughout these units. 1 or 2 units, no problem. We're going through 7, and it doesn't even seem to end. As you look over there, we going through house to house to house, making sure it's ready for this, for the next trade, for the electricians, for the plumbers, for the heating. Everything has to be taken care of. We have to follow building code, and having the manpower, having the ability to have the SDF groups here to help us and push forwards, it is a huge step forwards. It really helps us in the manner of construction, because it's not easy. Finding anyone, it's great, but we need quality people. And trade after trade after trade after trade, it's hard to do, and it's hard work. Some days sweaty, some days heavy, but we'll make it right. We'll make good. And as you can see here, the projected exterior plan, each unit, 1 to 7, front elevation, rear elevation, the exterior, the interior, the window orientation, where the roof lines are, everything is done by design. The Energy Zero is allowing us to get the solar panels on each and every unit to help make the zero effect truly happen.
Tell me about today's announcement. Great announcement.
It is a great announcement. It's a wonderful program. We get to have some help to finish building these homes, and the participants in the program get to learn.
Tell us about the homes, if you can, just a little bit about for the people in the area.
So there are 7 units here, 2 and 3 bedroom units, and we are in the process right now of selecting the family partners who will live here. We have some of them chosen, but not all. So if there are people looking to apply for housing, they can do that through our office.
And the efficiency of them, we've talked about solar panels, things like that. If you can just talk a little bit about that.
It's really important for us to have these homes be energy efficient. It's much easier to put that in rather than retrofit it later. In construction, it's easy to put it in. And so what we're trying to protect is the cost for the homeowners once they move in, for the utility bills, because we have no control over those. And so if we can do what we can to help lower those bills in the first place, that's what we try to do.
Last question. How does this help you folks? Like, it's sort of boots on the ground, so to speak, for people now. I take it with this announcement helping out, learning.
So what it helps us is, our volunteer labor is sometimes sporadic. We get episodic volunteers. We have a good, strong core of regular volunteers, and we are so thankful that we do. But this just helps with some of the additional work. With the 7 units, this is the biggest project we've ever done. So to have the additional help and the additional labor is wonderful.
Tell me about today's announcement. Great announcement.
Yeah, this is our Ontario Skills Development Fund, which helps youth and helps anyone seeking a better job with a bigger paycheck develop the skill sets and competencies they need to thrive. And in this instance, it's a remarkable partnership with Habitat for Humanity, Kathy and the team, who are working hard. I met a number of the youth here who are going to benefit from not only the construction fundamentals, but also safety training. A lot of the important pieces in construction industry, they're getting those fundamentals. And so to meet the young men and women involved in this program was really inspiring. It's happening thanks to Premier Ford and our government investing in skills development. We've trained over 600,000 Ontarians to date, part of our skilled trade strategy, getting more people into the trades.
Local MPP, obviously important. Minister of Labor, it's just really icing on the cake for an announcement like this. You can see the enthusiasm for the people here that were utilizing it.
Yeah, it's a remarkable partnership. I mean, you heard partnerships with Evelyn Corelli and Community Training Development Center and Habitat for Humanity. And when the community partners come together, socially driven enterprises like this, you see the remarkable benefit, especially when we're engaging youth. So, I'm a big believer, not only you see the sweat equity hours that go into a Habitat building, but to meet the next generation coming, learning these fundamentals and the skill sets. Because when you have these skills and skilled trades, you have skills that can never be taken from you. And, in today's day and age, with how desperately we need skilled tradesmen and women, you have a job for life.